There are two paths that vanilla takes from farm to flavor. One is the conventional route. The other is an innovative digital traceability approach, brought to life through the partnership between two lifelong flavor pioneers, Natural Extracts Industries, NEI, and Blue Pacific Flavors. The conventional route makes it difficult to maintain an unbroken chain of custody, which is vital for identifying potential commodity and community risks. These include threats to vanilla quality, food safety infractions, and social issues such as crop theft and child labor. The Kilimanjaro Vanilla digital traceability approach is different. This system provides complete transparency along the entire supply chain, enabling full visibility from the farm to the end product. This digital system also facilitates certifications like organic and fair trade and provides insights for sustainability and social responsibility initiatives. These elements ensure that Kilimanjaro Vanilla is of the highest quality while protecting and supporting the independent farmers and communities who rely on the vanilla trade for their livelihood. Here's how the conventional model works for most parts of Africa, including Madagascar. It begins with smallholder farms and their families. Some of them might be grouped together into a cooperative or association, but most will operate independently and have very little selling power. For the most part, farmers don't process the vanilla because it's time-consuming and rife with quality and food safety risks. Because of this limitation, farmers will mostly sell uncured or green vanilla pods to middlemen, as usually there is no processor nearby. The introduction of the middlemen has historically created problems for farmers to get fair value for their vanilla. Most farmers are largely unaware of the global market price for cured or black vanilla beans, and if they are, have difficulty translating this into fair market price for their green vanilla pods. Vanilla beans will often be sold to secondary and tertiary middlemen, changing hands several times before they get to a processor. The farmer has no further visibility, feedback, or insight into the market dynamics. The middlemen are not motivated to uphold sustainability or social responsibility practices since buyer demand for inexpensive vanilla is typically high. The processor is sometimes the exporter, but in many cases, they need an exporter who holds the relationship with foreign buyers. Exporters tend to aggregate or blend beans from multiple sources, including middlemen and co-ops who process their own vanilla. An extractor or flavor house who buys from an exporter has limited or no visibility on vanilla origin. And likewise, a food manufacturer buying from them has no visibility either. Because of this, they are often unaware of quality and social issues. To summarize, in a typical vanilla value chain, there is no recorded chain of custody, no market price visibility for the farmers, and no visibility for buyers on potential issues throughout the supply channel. The extractor and the flavor house usually don't know how much the farmers got paid for their crop, if child labor was involved, or which farm the vanilla came from. In the conventional vanilla model, price, not quality, has been the bottom line. And that's the problem. Here's how the Kilimanjaro Vanilla digital traceability model contributes to improved vanilla quality and sustainable futures for vanilla farmers. We start by building a relationship directly with the smallholder farmers. In this model, there are no middlemen. Cutting out the middlemen is critical because they tend to exploit both farmers and buyers. Removing them from the process allows greater transparency and equitable distribution over the value chain starting at the source. Some farmers operate independently, but most of them are part of a farmers group which is represented by a farmer champion. These individuals are contracted and trained by our specialists to provide agronomic advice to the members of the farmer group alongside our own agronomist. Because they're a group, we can also offer group services, such as access to financing, as well as irrigation and water management programs. Everything that happens through planting, harvesting, and processing is recorded electronically on a traceability app. This data allows us to monitor the vanilla quality and farmer needs, providing full visibility across the entire value chain. In terms of social responsibility, knowing household demographics helps us promote initiatives like female leadership and girls' education so that these communities can thrive. Two-way communication is a critical component of this model. We can communicate important information with farmers such as market pricing and reminders about pollination and weather conditions, all using low-cost SMS messaging to their mobile phones. We also keep track of things like how many vines are planted, cash income, quantity produced, other crops, pests and diseases, as well as trainings attended and best practices applied. Because we know what we're getting, we can help the farmers produce more sustainable and better quality vanilla pods, while educating them on the negative impact of premature harvesting. If the farmers also grow other crops, we can link them to other buyers and services. The transparency of information shared provides a deeper and more trusting farmer-processor relationship. Nurturing these relationships is paramount for understanding the needs of our vanilla farmers and their communities. By working together to support a sustainable supply chain, we create a win-win model for everyone. Once the product arrives at our factory, the batch coding traceability system takes over, starting with the farmer ID so we know where the green pods come from, and the transaction ID so we know when and how many pods were purchased, by whom, and even what vehicle they came in on. At this stage, Kilimanjaro Vanilla green pods are cured to black vanilla beans and readied for extraction at a centralized processing facility on Mount Kilimanjaro. This enables full quality control and compliance with global food safety standards. Our integrated model also means that no exporters or aggregators capture value between curing and extraction, enabling us to pay a higher price to the farmer. With digital traceability, the green pods that came from the farmer can be traced through each processing step and into the extraction batch, ending with the lot number that Blue Pacific sees on arrival at their facility. With this model, our customers can be confident that the vanilla they receive will have full traceability back to the individual farmer or group. Communicating the handcrafted origin of vanilla and the value of a sustainable vanilla supply chain provides consumers greater appreciation for the world's favorite flavor. The Blue Pacific and NEI Kilimanjaro Vanilla partnership is based on a social enterprise model that puts transparency and traceability as cornerstones of our unique quality and sustainability story. We're proud to offer this premium vanilla with a truly farm-to-flavor mission.